It's not about politics anymore. It's about democracy.
When the U.S. House is mired in chaos and a hair-trigger filibuster in the Senate blocks needed bills, Congress fails to legislate, and the government is rendered impotent to serve the people. Who benefits?
When the Supreme Court decrees that the president is above the law and gives imperial power to that office. When they rule that government officials can legally accept bribes. When they gut voting rights, reproductive rights, and fair election practices. Delay justice, hamstring federal agencies meant to protect us, and pronounce that corporations have the same or greater rights and freedoms as individual citizens. Who gains from this?
Democracy is based on the principle that the many rule, not the few. Every citizen has the same rights and each of us gets a vote. Every vote must count.
When so-called leaders and faux media outlets use lies and propaganda to convince you that facts are untrue, who gets ahead?
It's not about politics anymore. It's about greed.
When corporate dark money in the hundreds of millions and even billions purchases politicians, judges, and leaders who serve them, not the people, who profits from this?
When protections for our water, air, land, and natural resources are on the line against the fossil fuel giants, developers, and polluting corporations, who wins?
When greed outweighs the common good, democracy is in danger.
It's not about politics anymore, it's about power.
For years, forces on the right have been working to undermine the power of Congress, using a slim majority to block appointments and pack the courts, to promote division in the House so it cannot pass laws. This has moved decisions about our rights and freedoms to a judiciary that is increasingly beholden to the wealthy and powerful who put them there.
Who stands to gain when leaders are in the pockets of the plutocrats? Over time, through lobbying and buying the loyalty of legislatures and the judicial branch, a clandestine cartel has worked to transform our democracy to work for them, not for us.
These elite power brokers strive to take away our health care and Social Security. They privatize our protected pensions and undercut unions. They disguise their moves with misdirection, distraction, and disinformation. This created an environment of fear, division, hatred, lies, and frustration. Who gets ahead when the people no longer want to participate in democracy because they find it chaotic and futile?
We suffer the constant threat of violence, a continual barrage of lies and confusion created to overwhelm us, and the steady dismantling of our voice and our freedom. All this leaves us bewildered. Too many withdraw and choose not to participate in our democracy.
Who is this enemy? Who is pillaging and profiting, besieging our democracy? Who gains from all of this? The predator has emerged from the shadows with a document called Project 2025, a radical right blueprint to establish a dictatorship in place of the presidency, to dismantle the existing shared power of our self-ruled government. They mean to replace our democracy with authoritarian rule, to move the country to Christian nationalism, racism, and an oligarchy of wealth and power.
It's not about politics anymore. It's about survival. The survival of our democracy.
No one else is coming to save us.
Not the courts. The courts are indebted to the wealthy and the powerful on the right.
Not Congress. Too many elected leaders will remain beholden to their largest donors and corporate interests.
Not the free press. The press scrambles to survive amidst public apathy, attacks from right-wing disinformationists, and faux news propaganda sources.
Not the rule of law. The president is immune, and the right openly promises to dismantle our system of justice and threatens to use it for revenge.
Not the truth. The truth is under attack at every turn by this greed-driven, power-hungry machine, and fewer citizens seek to be informed.
So who can save us in our democracy?
It's you.
Get involved.
Get informed.
Vote this November.
It could be the last time your vote counts.